All right, hey you guys, we are gonna take it from the top, okay? All right, y'all. So we are back. It is BINZ haul number 20. I had to stop the other one because I didn't have sound, y'all, because I'm so hot booty to use these little microphones that the mic stopped working halfway through because it needed to be charged. Fun fact, I did try to charge it, but I didn't realize that they were little plastic stickers over the charging dock. And so, yeah, here we are again. We're back with BINZ haul number 20, okay, y'all? Without the mic, so we'll just have to have the beautiful sound later on when my mics are actually charged up and ready to go. I thought maybe it had enough charge to just kind of go through the one time. I was wrong. Okay, let's get started. All right, so I will not introduce y'all to everything like I did before. I want to tell y'all just a few things. I did thrift this chair. It's by Drexel Heritage, in case you're interested in some really nice furniture, because I thrifted this from Goodwill for about 13 bucks. And it is one of the best purchases I've ever made from Goodwill. Honestly, it was a perfect color and super flat. So that's why we're in a different location. And I don't know, maybe I will make this the new location for doing our hauls. As you guys are entering, because I did have to turn my live stream off, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe if y'all want more of this content. And yes, I'm going to take it from the top and we're going to go back through everything and go through this haul because it is a great haul, y'all. So, all right. First things first, we had a Kate Spade purse. This stuff came from the BINZ, y'all. As I always tell y'all, I'm a reseller and I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, in case you don't know. This first item, like I said, Kate Spade. I picked this purse up because it is great, like in great condition for the most part. There is some things I do need to do to it. So the leather is really nice. The buckle, I mean, I love this. I love the look of it. I don't love picking up Kate Spade all the time because Kate Spade sometimes doesn't do as well out there. But the look of this one is so vintage and so cute. I was like, yeah, why not? Even though it has a tiny bit of damage on the handle here, not too much, maybe like a pup got to it for a split second. And then on the inside, there is a little bit of yellowing, but I will go ahead and pull that out and have that cleaned up and dry that off. But in general, I will go ahead and, polish the leather, and I think it will be not like new, but, still pretty good. You can't really tell the damage just by looking at it, and it's a good looking purse. All right, up next, we have a hat by Shirley Chicago. This is more of a summery style, but I've been giving this brand a try because this brand has been doing okay for me. And it does have some pretty good prices out there. If you ever, find it in the wild, they usually make some pretty interesting looking accessories, including hats and bags. I currently have one of the bags on my shop right now. And in general, I just think they are a good look. Classic. Definitely something for a girly that, in my mind, reads on the beach. All right. Up next is a Madewell bag, which I thought was super cute. Now, I don't know if they actually sold this bag or if this was something they gave out at some type of like influencer convention, because it does say Madewell Insider. But part of me feels like it's cute enough to sell if I wanted to sell. And then the other part of me is like, maybe I should keep it. So this one's up in the air, but I absolutely love the design of it. I love how it's kind of like the evil eye, but it's saying eye catching. Super cute. So yeah, we'll decide later on what I'm gonna do with that. And then up next we have shoes. So we'll start with a really fun, cute pair of Betsy Johnsons. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. These are completely bedazzled. Rainbow, super cute, super fun. And they are a size 7.5. They honestly look a little big for a 7.5. I'm gonna try them on and make sure and kind of maybe put some notes in the comments just in case it is. But either way, I thought these were super cute. and I think they'll do pretty well out there. I do need to hit them with the magic eraser now, but if y'all know anything about, hitting these shoes with the magic eraser, y'all know that won't take long and it will come out beautifully. So these are actually in pretty good condition. I can't wait to get them listed. All right. Up next is a pair of Crocs, which I haven't sold Crocs in a very long time, but we sell Crocs, okay? They need a little TLC. I'm gonna probably, just give them a little wipe down, etc. But these I had never actually seen before. These are the little sandals. They kind of have the little faux braid in the front. That's kind of cute. Definitely could be like a cute little pool vibe or beach vibe. They're called the Light Ride by Crocs. I didn't get to do research on them, so I don't know what they do go for, but they are a size 8. So I think they're a pretty good size, not too small. All right. Up next is, what is up next? Let me show y'all these other sandals by Halt Hippie. These are a pretty classic style, very similar to the Birkenstocks. Yes, Halt Hippie is not like a hugely expensive brand, etc., but I think I've sold a few pieces by it. I like to pick it up because they have some really cute styles and curate. This one is definitely more of a summer vibe, etc., but they're just in great condition. Look, they basically look like they haven't even been worn much, or if any at all. So I think they'll do pretty good. I saw them out there for about $25. All right. Up next is a pair of shoes for men. These are by To Boot New York. So they are leather sneakers. To Boot New York is not like, to me, it looks like the brand is kind of up and down. So it depends on the condition and wear of the shoes, of course, or whatever you get. I believe that their specialty is like dress shoes, which is, I think, why they have a leather sneaker like this, like in this style, kind of like an Oxford almost. But anyways, I saw some pretty good prices out there, so I'm gonna give them a try because it is a new brand to me. And yeah, we'll just see what it does. All right. And then up next, I have a really cute pair of boots. Super nice for the season. Really simple, really classic. Nice small little buckle here. Kind of steep, a little bit of stiletto, but definitely a classic look. Knee high. We love the knee high. And these are by, I keep forgetting for some reason. Every time I want to present these, I forget who these are by. These are by Express. I think I've never sold shoes by Express. That's why I keep forgetting. Like, I think I forget in general that Express even sells shoes. And that's why I'm like, that's probably why. All right. And then lastly for the shoes, are these kind of messed up Ann Taylor shoes that I bought so that I can do some testing with some leather dye so that I can do it for later. So I want to basically test out my leather dyeing skills, and if I get some things later that are high end, I want to feel confident doing leather dye. I wouldn't want that to be the first time. But I bought these because they're actually super cute, and if the leather dye does work on these, I will be listing them. Okay. And then lastly, for the accessories, I got a couple of belts for myself, but I wanted to show them to y'all. If y'all watched the last haul, I bought this belt to accessorize with that Free People shirt that was dark purple, and I actually kept everything from that vlog. And basically, I want to cinch up the middle. Love this and how it kind of looks grungy. It's by Simply Vera Wang. And I also bought this second belt to build up this fall capsule that I'm doing. So if you all are out there looking for accessories to build up y'all's fall capsule wardrobe, definitely hit up the BINZ or hit up the resellers on Poshmark because we got that. All right. Let's get into the clothes, which are already in a pile in front of me, but we will start from the top, okay? All right, up first, we have a dress by Democracy. So Democracy is one of those brands that I've been testing out lately, and this is a really cute tropical dress, resort wear, all the words, travel, vacation, etc. I freaking love this. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So when I'm testing out a brand, I do just pick up the things that I think is really cute and like would look very curated in my closet. And, I at least give it some hope. I don't just pick up everything. And basically, yeah. So just a cute little fun lightweight dress. I was gonna tell y'all the material content, but I didn't find it. All right. Up next is a Bolo brand for kids, y'all. So if I can get this to look right, I picked up this cute little funky dress. It is by Lola the Boys. And like I said, a Bolo brand for kids wear. So when I was doing my research, I did see some really good prices out there for this particular brand. But this stuff in general is just really freaking cute. It just looks like couture wear for kids. I could definitely see a little girl wearing sneakers with this though. It could be super cute like that. But anyways, I love these little feathers, which make it kind of dramatic. And then I just really love the way that they chopped up this skirt in the back and in the front. It is just so cute and little princessy. I just love it. I don't know exactly how much this dress will go for, but definitely pick it up if you find it out there. All right, up next is this cute little skirt that reminds me of Y2K. This one could definitely be worn with some chocolate knee-high boots, maybe like the ones we seen earlier from Express. That would be super cute and very Y2K. Definitely love this. This skirt is by Briggs, New York. I don't think I've ever sold anything by this brand, but I just generally pick up, you know, cute little things that are kind of vintage looking and vintage inspired. And yeah, this one also has a great color pattern for the season. Up next is a Y2K find. This one is a really cute pair of pants. They have a sailor detail button. I think that's what this is called, like sailor pants. And yeah, a nice, cute little, I guess, boot cut or flare. I really, really love the light pink detail on these. Definitely giving me all those nostalgia vibes. This is by Laura Lay, Ltd, a size 8. Super cute, really good size. Can't wait to see, you know, how fast these will go. Up next is actually something that could match with that pair of pants. And it is this really cute turtleneck sweater. And this one is by Wilfred, y'all. So definitely pick this up because this is a high-end bread and butter for me. Although it is an extra small, y'all. This sweater is 100% merino wool, which, fun fact about merino wool, is actually anti-odor or like odor resistant because the fibers under a microscope are like zigzag, so they're actually antibacterial as well. And the other thing I like about merino wool is that it's soft, so it doesn't have that scratchy feel, y'all. So definitely, I feel like this was a really good find. I think it's gonna freaking fly off the shelf as soon as I get it listed. All right. Up next is a pair of stirrup tights, which I did pick them up mainly because of that. But the second reason I picked these up is because they are houndstooth. So houndstooth had a really big year a couple of years ago where, you know, it was just flying off the shelf like really, really bad. But at the same time, houndstooth is just classic. So I was like, you got your vintage, you got your classic. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick these up. And I think people really like these, especially around the holidays and in general for the winter time when you're trying to, you know, get into your own personal style. They are by Caitlin Rose. And what size are these? These are a size large, so great size. All right, up next, I have been finding so many of these classic black swimsuits when the summertime comes around, or in general when girls are going on vacation. I'm going to be ready for them, okay? So this one is by Land's End. It is also new with tags. As y'all can see, it is a classic black faux wrap swimsuit with a great shape. So I think it won't have any problems getting up and moving. Let's see, I was going to tell y'all the size. So this one is a size 14. All right. Up next, we are continuing our Aerie streak. I just decided that Aerie just sells. It just does. So I'm gonna pick it up, okay, y'all. And this one, you know, in general, this style of shirt, oversized, Dalman, gauze texture, button up, very popular this year. This one's a size medium. As I said, it's by Aerie. I don't think it'll have any problem getting up and out of here, especially because the color is pretty good for the season as well while it's still warm. But even if it has to wait, I think it'll move either way it goes. All right. Up next is a Bolo brand, y'all. I've only had this brand like maybe one other time, and it is called Fate. And it is this really pretty purple top. And okay, so it is kind of a plain piece, y'all. So I'm not expecting huge amounts of money for it, but it does have some really cute features like these kind of bubble sleeves here. And in the back, it does have this pleating detail that gives it kind of like an oversized look and kind of like a really cute flowy shape. So I think it will do pretty good. And it is made out of 75% cotton, 25 polyester. All right. Up next is a pair of overalls. These are by Levi's. Oh, hey, y'all. Sorry, I didn't even see y'all in the chat. I just been rolling with it because, y'all, we had to redo the video. But, hey, y'all, thank y'all for joining the chat. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for subscribing if y'all already have. And if you haven't, come on in, y'all. This is what we doing. So, this Levi's overall set or one piece basically reminds me of the new ones that we have. I believe it is the new one. So when I say we, I'm talking about at my job, y'all. So we sell Levi's at my job, and we've had these overalls all summer, and they are about $80 per overalls. So I went ahead and picked them up because, yeah, why not? I might be able to get maybe $40 for them. I'm just going to verify that they are the newest ones. I'll have to figure out how to do that. But yeah, why not? They're pretty nice. And so far I've done pretty good with overalls for Aerie. So we shall see. All right. Up next is another kids find. This one is super cute, adorable little cardigan with like teddy hearts. This stuff is so soft, y'all. I'm telling you. I wish this was an adult cardigan. I would probably keep it because it's just that cute, y'all. But this is by Babo Yo-Yo. I think that's how you say that. Either way, this is super cute. If it lasts till February, it will be definitely super cute around that time. I can't wait till then because I've been putting out more stuff on social media, y'all. And I want to like be able to put together all of my cute little pink and red stuff around that time. And also, if y'all have been watching me put out some more stuff, just remember out there, y'all, it's a one-woman show. I'm the writer, the producer, the cameraman, the talent. I'm all of that, okay, y'all? So it's very homegrown, but I do appreciate y'all rocking with me, all right? So up next, I do have a new brand. This one, I'm not sure what it's going to do, but it's definitely very interesting. So this button-up shirt is for men, and it is by a brand called Lucky 13. Let me show you that to y'all. It's definitely very grungy and different. It has a big graphic on the back that says Zombie Joe's. Okay. I did do some research on this brand, y'all, but the problem is that the numbers were kind of all over the place. I think the t-shirts don't do as well, but a lot of the other things pretty much do. So like maybe this button-up shirt will do well. I didn't find this exact thing out there, but either way, it's grungy. It's kind of like spooky season. Those spooky people are out here all year round. So I will have to see what it does. But either way, I think it's super cute and somebody will like it out there. Okay. Up next is another one of those high-end bread and butters, and that is True Religion. So earlier I did unzip it to check the zipper, y'all, because if y'all watch my last vlog, y'all know I am highly traumatized by zippers. This one works, thank goodness. But this is a really cute little cropped windbreaker by True Religion, y'all. And it's been a while since I've actually sold a thing by True Religion. Yeah, it's been a while. I do have a couple of pieces by True Religion if you're looking for something, okay? But either way, I went ahead and picked it up because from time to time, you know, I see it out there sold for some good prices. And then I see some, people, celebrities and stuff still wearing True Religion. I don't think it's completely out of here, I don't know. True Religion has always been one of those obscure brands for me. So we'll see. Either way, that piece is definitely very good for the season. So, yes, I'm going to say I have hope in it. All right. And the last one from the floor in front of me is this dress by Millie Gabrielle, which I thought was a beautiful color for this season. And it could be definitely something layerable. I could see this dress over some tights and some boots and, with a jacket, etc. This could definitely, have a vibe in this, month and maybe into the next month. And this one is also an extra large. I've never sold this brand before. And to be completely honest, I was going to ask my mom if she liked it first. But if not, I'm definitely going to go ahead and list it because I think it's super cute. And I love the cut of it. So definitely lagging lookish. All right. All right. Up next, I picked up this jacket. But I'm on the fence about if I'm going to sell it or keep it because even though it's very good for the season and this is a very popular style, this is New Balance. I've never done New Balance clothes because I'm not sure like how well they do. So I do need to do some research because other than that, I could definitely keep it, girl. It's cute. It's definitely adorable, okay? If nobody wants it, I can take it. But I would love to get it listed because it is one of those popular styles. Patagonia makes this, Columbia, you know what I'm saying? You name it. They make it. North Face, everybody make these jackets. So it just depends on, the buyers out there. But yes, let's go ahead and test the zipper. I think we're good, y'all. We're good. All right. All right. All right. Up next is a Missoni piece. But this is Missoni for Target. I know. We want the Missoni that's not for Target. However, this one is really cute, so I picked it up, okay? And it has a really nice weight to it. Like, it looks like a little, little throw-on that you could buy from anywhere and these types of things. But when you feel the fabric, it is so thick and nice. Like, if it's cool outside, you can definitely throw this on and it will make a difference. So this is the brand name. But, yeah, super cute chevron pattern. Like, who doesn't want this for the upcoming season? So yes, I don't think it'll do super huge numbers in my experience for the Missoni stuff for Target, but this is a good piece. Missoni made some good stuff, okay? Low key. All right. Ooh. All right, I should have turned on the fan up in here, y'all. It's hot. It's my light though that's making me hot. All right. Up next, another thing for those spooky lovers out there, or just a person who just likes this type of stuff in general. I like it, so but y'all see why I say that. Y'all see why I say that right now. All right, so this really cute top, y'all. I've been really loving these sheer tops. Okay, can we bring this into style? Can this become like, because were sheer tops ever like a hot commodity? I feel like small pockets of people really love and live for sheer tops, but this one's by ModCloth, y'all. I do pick up ModCloth from time to time because they just make really beautiful pieces. But in general, y'all, I am a fan of the sheer tops, especially mixed with a velour. So these have all the little bats all over them. They even have stars and moons. So it kind of has that celestial feel. I love this. And it's all out of whack right now because the bottom button is buttoned. But I love little tops like this. And I always think like, yeah, buy it and tie it in a knot and wear an undershirt. But this would definitely be good for those spooky lovers out there as well, y'all. I just thought this was adorable. I don't think that's going to have a problem getting up and going. All right. Up next is a new brand to me. And I think this is one of those cool brands, y'all. So let me go ahead and show it to y'all. So, y'all, this little cute little pair of joggers, y'all. Y'all see this cute little, this kid core, girl. It kind of gives like streetwear, even if you don't know the brand. I'm about to show y'all the brand, but it kind of like low key, even though it's giving kid core, you can kind of see the streetwear trying to come out of it. This is called Teddy Fresh. Teddy Fresh, y'all. So I don't know this brand, like I said. I did do some research. It does have some interesting numbers out there, but something about this tipped me off. I was like, yeah, I definitely need to look into that. This gives me like that Harajuku slash streetwear. Y'all ever look into those aesthetics and just see them mixing up those aesthetics like that? I freaking love it. This could definitely be a cross between Harajuku and streetwear and kidcore. But anyways, I'm gonna be super excited to see what this one's gonna do. Super glad that this drawstring is still in there. If you know, you know. If you go to the bins, y'all know sometimes that's not a thing. But this is definitely super cute and interesting. All right, up next, I have, oh, this is another kid thing. This one's by Cider. So I've picked up Cider a lot, but I'm not gonna pick it up a lot just because, or I just said I picked it up a lot, but I'm not gonna pick it up a lot. Listen, Cider is very finicky. So the reason why I have such a hard time with it is because look at this. It is freaking adorable, okay? You got your dinosaurs. It's a nice, beautiful knit, like really tight knit. Definitely could be substantial in this fall time and this transitional weather. But cider just does not do that well for me. So I end up not picking it up as often. But when it looks like this, I mean, come on. Of course I'm gonna pick it up. So this, again, like I said, is kids. I believe this is kids because this is an extra large and this is how small it is. Like, it doesn't even fit me. Like, my arm is way longer than this. So since it doesn't fit me, I'm pretty sure this is kids. But anyways, I just love it. It's so freaking cute. And I think somebody is going to like it out there, even if it's just a small adult that ends up buying this and not a kid, because it's just freaking cute. All right, up next, and this is actually lastly for the clothes. I felt like this trip was very light, but it cost a lot because I didn't get that much stuff. So the first time I went to the bins, it was literally $1.79 a pound because I got under 25 pounds. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. But either way, I think it was pretty good stuff. And I have two more kind of interesting finds to show y'all right at the end for those people that are interested in just the last couple of things that are just, y'all know, random stuff that I like to pick up. All right, so this last clothing item is this really beautiful brown Paris hoodie, which I just realized has some discoloration in the front, which sucks. I might have to keep it now. It's still cute. This is by Abercrombie and Fitch, y'all. So it would have been nice to go ahead and list her, but I didn't see this little streak right here. But definitely a cute little staple piece, something somebody could just, you know, throw on for this season. But I guess it'll just be me because I'm not going to get rid of it. I think it's super adorable. Okay? All right. Last two items, y'all. Last two items. I'm going to show y'all the home decor thing that I got first because I almost put it back. And I think I saw somebody looking like, watching to see if I was gonna put it back, but I didn't, y'all. I'm glad I didn't because when I did the research, I think it does pretty well out there. So this looks crazy right now, but this is actually a wall hanger. I think for like outdoors maybe. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it hangs like this or like this. No, I think it hangs like this. And then this little thing goes on it like so, and it's antique, I believe, or vintage or something like that. I forgot the numbers, but it sells for a pretty good amount out there, and it's just adorable. So it does have like a little cup on the inside there, so this little door opens and it does have like a candle light on the inside, so you'll be able to put like a small little tea light candle in there. Super stinking cute. So glad it had both the pieces, and I'm glad I picked up both the pieces. I think it does have a maker on here. It says, ooh, child. It do say made in China though. Port light. Port light, I don't know. I think that's what it's called, port light. Either way, very interesting find. Kind of heavy. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of heavy. I started to ask the girl if this was considered glass, but she was talking to me and I got distracted. All right, and lastly, oops, sorry y'all. Lastly might be the most interesting thing I've ever found, okay? Now, I'm not gonna say the most interesting, but it's very interesting to me because me personally, I sing and, you know, I've written music, etc. that hasn't, you know, y'all know, some of us songwriters and everything, sometimes stuff don't necessarily hit the airwaves, but we out here still writing and doing things. This right here was so unsuspecting to me. I did not expect the numbers that I saw when I looked this up. So first of all, this is a build your own synth kit, DIY. So for my music producers, beat makers out there, y'all already know. So basically this is like for students to build like a sound kit and to understand like audio sound and how to change it and do little things to it. So it says ages 11 plus, y'all. But let me show y'all. It's brand spanking new. There are microchips and all type of things on the inside of here, y'all. And it's perfect. I looked this kit up and it is worth $130, y'all. They ain't playing, okay? So this thing probably does something good out there. Like you might be able to actually use this in music if you actually build it. Now, of course, I was curious about it, but I ain't about to build it, child. You should ask my brother about when I try to help him build Legos. I end up being the person that just puts the stickers on the Legos, y'all. That's my job, okay? So this, I don't know. I might show it to my brother and see what he thinks about it. But $130 for this, y'all. And it was made in the EU, so I believe that's like Europe. Is that Europe? Don't make me seem uncultured. I've been to the UAE before, United Emirates. But the EU, is that Europe? Anyways, don't quote me on Facebook. Somebody tell me in the comments discreetly. Don't tell anybody. I didn't know what that was. All right. Either way it goes, this was a really cool find. And yeah, I'm so happy you guys came back and joined me. Thank y'all for re-liking my video, and I hope that you all that join later like it as well, because yeah, we got this one out for y'all. It's been tough. It's Mercury retrograde and everything is in disarray, child. So I hope y'all are making it through, and you know what I'm saying, I'm sure I see y'all on the other side, and keep a good positive attitude, okay, y'all? That's all I can tell you when it's Mercury retrograde. But all right, I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all go and check out my latest vlog. Leave me a comment, leave me likes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.